Thank you. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Trevor Ariza out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's the closer. And it's Hero in at the 2 spot. And for Chicago, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Troy Brown is out there with Markkanen. And it's Young in at the 5, roaming the paint. A lot of teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge to mesh.
No doubt, getting everybody on the same page sometimes, it can take time. And then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will obviously help you do that.
And when you think about it, Thaddeus Young, he can be a thorn in the opposition side. He's just a great disruptor on defense. I mean, he has long arms, good timing to get those deflections.
And with Young, I mean, his game has evolved over the course of his career.
Oh, think about it, GA. When he came into the league, he was an up-and-down tweener. I think what's made him more consistent of a player you can rely on, is his defense has improved, and along with his shooting. Now, he uses different methods, but he still gets it done as a player.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. It's White on the wing, defended by Butler. White the pass to Brown. Buries the long-range jumper.
The defense just handed White that assist. I mean, he smartly feeds a wide-open shooter.
There's the closer, and another basket for Miami. Well, it was something you could feel was on the verge of happening, Greg. But tonight's game is the game that Junior steps into the starting lineup.
It didn't make sense for Junior to come off the bench anymore. He's too large a part of what this team does on both ends. Junior's earned his right to start.
Hero, no good.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Got a piece of it. And Young kicks to Levine. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Adebayo. There's the closer. Knocks down the step-back J. The closer's got 7 points in the game.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the deep real.
White, left side. Kick out to Levine. They're running. Ahead. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Passes it to Young. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. The shot's good from the closer.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end, and he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And Trevor Ariza, a different player now than he once was, but during his prime, he was as athletic as anybody on the floor.
You can say that again, GA. And he's done a good job adjusting his game as he's grown older. He went from mostly a slasher to a 3-and-D player. I mean, it's allowed him to have a lengthy career.
Here's Young. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And here are the Heat now. They're on a 14-6 run. Kept alive. Adebayo. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Adebayo's got his second basket of the night. Markkanen passes to Levine. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Young, no good. The Heat leading by 10. Butler in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Chicago has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Levine feeling it out a bit. He kicks it to White. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Ariza. Bulls have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
Miami's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Here's the closer, White covering, and it's in there. And that's 12 points for the closer.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Outside, Levine. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And what about the touch on the floater? Levine making a difficult shot look easy.
There's the closer, and the Heat get another bucket right there.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Now here's White. No points in the game yet for him. For the 3, Levine can't hit. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against Cleveland.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
They just looked a step quicker all game long. They knew they had an advantage on offense.
Here's Levine after the made shot from the closer. Outside, Levine. And the jam by Levine.
That's a specialty of Levine's. I mean, if you're the defense, you got to know he's looking to dunk it home. Make a poster on you.
The closer passes to Adebayo. And that one, good. Adebayo's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Chicago calls timeout. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So we're going to say they're going to be familiar with each other, huh? But even so, these teams will learn about each other tonight. So much changes from year to year.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Denzel Valentine comes in for Troy Brown. Green, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Satoransky subbed in for White. Then for the Heat, Bjelica, he's checked in for Ariza. Duncan Robinson comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Oladipo in for Hero.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Green kicks to Satoransky. Clock at 6. Back to Green. 3-pointer. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. The lead is 15. Nice step back to get it off. The closer's got 21 in the game.
Oh, he is in a zone. 9 of 10 here in the first. He is red hot.
Pass to Satoransky. In the corner, Valentine with it. Knocks it loose. Here's the closer, Satoransky covering. The Bulls have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. And he banks in the layup.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
The Heat leading by 16. Here's the closer. Valentine grabs the board.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Now, here's Satoransky. Guarded closely. Lets it go. And too long on the shot.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Here's the closer, defended by Young. Here's the closer, and it's Miami with another. .135 left in the first quarter. Green, bounce pass. Bulls trailed by 19. Satoransky, the pass to Young, and he comes up with the deuce. Young's got 5 now.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
A tall, strong combo guard who can shoot it as well as pass it. Satoransky played around 30 minutes a game.
Young passes to White. Outside, Levine. Lets it go from deep. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. Now the scouting report for Satoransky is this: if he could increase his consistency, Greg, shooting the ball, his game could reach another level.
Yeah, I mean, throughout his career, the percentages have been all over the place. He's not really a volume three-point shooter. The key for Satoransky is good shot selection and just playing under control.
White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Young, and it's Brown in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the three-point shooting skills of Ariza are just lethal. A volume shooter from there who can flat out light it up.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's blocked, and he's able to get it back. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
So the wing on the left tries from 16. Rebound by the Bulls. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough. And look, he's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. White the pass to Levine. Markkanen down low. Ariza covering. White, good.
Oh, man, what a smart feed from Markkanen. I mean, I'd like to see him do that more, get his teammates involved.
And Oladipo kicks to Butler. Ariza outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Buries it from three-point range. Oladipo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Chicago calls timeout. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Miami. Bielitsa comes in for Trevor Ariza. Here's Brown. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Brown's got 7 now in this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Shots good from the closer.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Outside, Markkanen. Inside, Young. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
That free throw good from Young. The Bulls making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. And he makes both free throws. And Miami shooting 47% in the second quarter. With a step back, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And that's now 37 points for the closer. And so LaVine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Looking to get it going. Oh!
Easy to see why LaVine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
That one off the back iron and out. A challenging stretch here for Chicago. Down low, there's Satoransky, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Continuing to watch Satoransky improve over time. I mean, he's a good teammate who accepts whatever role is asked of him.
Elitza with the bucket.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. They're all too common. Basketball one-on-one. When the shot goes up, put a body on someone.
Markkanen passes to LaVine. Takes a three. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss.
Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight because the three, not one of them, ain't working. He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
LaVine against Butler. LaVine kicks to White. And the Bulls with another miss. In transition, here comes Miami. 2 on the clock. No good on that one. And so it's the Miami. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at the closer in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
This was a huge bonus for this team. I mean, they weren't expecting it, but they will absolutely take it.
Our second half of basketball, presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Miami, they've got Jimmy Butler. The closer is out there with Hero. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 down low. White drives in. Here's Young. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Young's got 9.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
White with the double team. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And the 3 off target.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
LaVine wide open. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. Just need to calm down, play their game.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Hero's got his second basket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And the shot goes in.
This is the confidence LaVine has in himself. I mean, he knows he has the touch to score inside.
And when Zach LaVine gets hot, C-Web, he gets scorching hot. Can completely take over a game.
GA, you know it. And last year, Levine made 13 threes in a single game. That's one off the record set by the Splash Brother himself, Klay Thompson. Now, when Levine gets going, he can be absolutely unstoppable.
Just 5 to shoot. It's White on the wing.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting.
Loads it up for Adebayo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Levine passes to Young. Buries it down low. 11 points in the game.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Here's the closer. And there's the pass to Butler. Here's Hero. Pass to the closer. And Brown over to help. Butler from outside. And it's White with the rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. White's running.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Young dishes to White. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Levine can't hit. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Heat. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half, and that's a foul called on Bam. Here's Satoransky. Back to Brown. Right wing from deep. It's hauled in by the Heat. Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Valentine out there with Green, and it's Brown in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
Levine double team. Now here's Valentine. Shot clock at 6. Here's Satoransky. Now kicks to Green. And Satoransky wide open. He fires. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Nunn passes to the closer. And the Heat, another 3.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The shot by Satoransky, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And that one drops.
If they close this win out, I know who my MVP is. His offensive performance tonight has been unreal.
Brown kicks to Satoransky. Count that one.
Bad matchup for the defense, no doubt about it. Doesn't have the height to influence the shot there. Never mind blocking.
Step back shot. Again, what an avalanche. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
The Bulls shooting 32% in the fourth, perhaps looking a bit tight. Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. Outside, Levine. Passes it to Satoransky. To end the run, and he lays it up and in. Satoransky's got 4 points in the quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Miami.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the closer.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Dedmon, that one, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Levine against none. Levine passes to Valentine. No good on the three. Shot on the wing, and good as it just snugs right down through the net.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it this way.
Back to Levine, and the jam by Levine.
Showing off the entire arsenal right now. Levine's so outstanding and scoring in a multitude of ways.
The closer passes to Iguodala. Here's the closer, Satoransky covering. And taken away by Brown. Satoransky looking around. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Craig Anthony, and David Olton, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you later.